Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is FBA Chris and welcome along to the first vlog I think I've ever done. I've been challenged by my friends over at Helium 10 to share my story about how I got to where I am and why do I enjoy being an Amazon seller. So let me take you back just before COVID. So it's about February, March 2020. The team that I was working in my full-time 9-to-5 job unfortunately got made redundant. I was out of work, didn't know what to do. I downloaded TikTok. I probably shouldn't have done, but I downloaded TikTok. And suffice to say, if I hadn't have done that, I wouldn't be where I am today. So I downloaded TikTok and there are a lot of people talking about side hustles. How could you make extra money in your evenings, for example? And I saw a lot of people talking about Amazon FBA. So fast forward sort of 3, 4, 5 months, I've spent a lot of time researching Amazon FBA, spent a lot of time on YouTube and TikTok watching a lot of people's videos on how to start. I then downloaded Helium 10 and I went and I dived headfirst into the private label business model. So I watched a lot of the Freedom Ticket, which is a fantastic series of videos, which is free as part of the subscription with Helium 10. And it gives you an insight how to both use their software to find product opportunities, but also then to how to launch your private label business going forward. Unfortunately, I didn't get anywhere with private label because I didn't want to go too risky. But I then started to focus on secondhand books. I then moved into wholesale, and I'm now sort of 4 years later doing a mixture of private label, unique bundles, and a touch of wholesale as well. And I utilize Helium 10 pretty much every day within that business. Now, why do I love to do what I do in terms of being an Amazon seller? The biggest one for me is time freedom. So from a time freedom perspective, I don't have anyone telling me when I have to start work. I don't have anyone telling me when I have to be at work or I can finish work. I can take my lunch break when I want, and I can structure my day around my own priorities. And that's the biggest one for me, particularly as someone with a young family. It's super helpful. So I get to take the kids to school, I get to pick them up, and no one is going to moan or tell me otherwise. The biggest part of why being an Amazon seller is important for me is because there's no ceiling to what I can earn. And particularly from an Amazon point of view, in my eyes, Amazon is only going one way. It's only going to continue scaling in terms of the product opportunities available as well as the seller platform itself. So scalability, there's no roof to how much I can earn. And for me, that's a massive bonus because I don't have to worry about at the end of the month, oh, I'm only going to be earning £2,000, £3,000 a month, etc. I can go, right, what is the limit? How can I potentially look to earn more money? Now, a lot of that would not be possible without Helium 10. Honestly, Helium 10 is absolutely paramount, particularly from a research perspective in terms of looking at what products you want to potentially launch, or if you're doing wholesale, what potentially products are selling well, which you can then start to jump on and then resell yourself. Now, if anyone is interested in getting a Helium 10 subscription, there is a link in the description of this video where you can sign up and get yourself a subscription to Helium 10. If you have any questions on Helium 10 or my Amazon journey, please drop them in the comments or shoot me a DM on TikTok as well, which is FBA Chris, and more than happy to help. Out for the vlog.